Let us now proceed to Module 5A for school heads, which is entitled Establishing and Managing the Technical Assistance Mechanism in the School. In my previous video, we were able to discuss Module 4, which is about accomplishing your learning delivery modality implementation plan. Now we are gearing towards how our school heads can provide technical assistance, monitoring and evaluation, and coaching. So this module will assist you in setting up the TA mechanism needed to support your teachers in their implementation of your chosen learning delivery modalities. You must have completed your school LDM implementation plan before proceeding with this module. This module is a supplement to the instructional supervision practices in the school that look after teacher improvement. Learning through this module can best be achieved by having LAC sessions with other school heads. So the main objective of this module, is for us to put together a school plan for the provision of TA and coaching to teachers as they facilitate learning based on our chosen learning delivery modalities. For the module content, we have, of course, two lessons. First lesson po natin, it's about technical assistance and coaching. Its definition, framework, and mechanism. In this lesson, we are about to have the LAC session 10. So practically, this is background information about TA and coaching. For lesson 2, we have the technical assistance needs assessment and planning. In this part, we're now going to thrive to identifying the needs of our teachers, of our department heads, and plan for their technical assistance provision, coaching, and mentoring. So there are optional activity that may be determined by the LAC members under the guidance of the LAC leaders, of course. The estimated time required for this module is about 9 hours. What is lesson 1? Sabi nga po natin, it's the background information for us to really understand what technical assistance and coaching means. So in lesson 1, we have the technical assistance and coaching, its definitions, frameworks, and mechanism. Sa lesson po na to, we will be able to gain understanding of TA and coaching in terms of these parameters. By the end of this lesson, we, as takers of this module, will be able to define TA and coaching and describe the mechanism and processes involved in TA and coaching. For the key topics of this, we have the definition of terms, the TA and coaching framework, the TA mechanism and processes. What are the resources required? Of course, the Learning Delivery Modality Technical Assistance and Coaching Guidebook, which is also available in this link. Then we have a template for thought organizers for this module. And of course, ang ating walang kamatayang study notebook. All right? For our activity 1, to start off with, we begin by articulating what you know and what you want to learn about the key concepts in this lesson. Of course, we are guided with what we call the thought organizers for Module 5A, which is of course included in this link. By the way, if you want to have a copy of this module, I will provide the link where you can gain a copy in the description part of this video. So the thought organizers for Module 5A includes this table, okay? For this Lesson 1, Activity 1, we have the key concepts, what I know about the key concepts based on my own experience and perspectives, and then what do I want to learn about these key concepts. So under instructional supervision, ano na po ba ang alam niyo based on your experience and based on your own perception? What do you understand about instructional supervision? And what do you want to know more about instructional supervision? Under coaching, same. Based on your understanding, what is coaching, and what do you want to learn about these key concepts. Same with technical assistance. So you need to provide answers, you need to fill out this form in your thought organizers. This is the first part of your thought organizer, which suffice, no? Answering activity 1. Okay, for the activity 2, we have to download and read the Learning Delivery Modality Technical Assistance and Coaching Guidebook. And on that Learning Delivery Modality TA and Coaching Guidebook, you can read the following topics. First, definition of technical assistance and coaching, objectives of TA and coaching for the learning modality, levels of assistance, principles, TA and coaching process, competencies of TA providers and coaches, terms of reference of TA providers and coaches. Then, after having read all these topics, you have to answer the question, how can you enhance your instructional supervision using the processes of TA and coaching? You have to write your thoughts in your study notebook. After that, we are now to conduct our LAC session 10. In this LAC session, you discuss the following. First is the principles of TA and coaching, the TA and coaching process, the terms of references and competencies of TA providers and coaches. And then you share your answers with the following question. How can you enhance your instructional supervision using the processes of TA and coaching? And then you schedule your LAC session 11, which you will hold as you go through Module 6A. Before participating in LAC session 10, get inputs regarding the question above from your master teachers and or subject area coordinators. Well done, you have completed lesson 1. You may now proceed to lesson 2. In your lesson 2, by the way, in your activity 3, you have to answer this following question. Okay, so TA process steps. Step 1 is TA needs assessment. Step 2 is TA planning. Step 3 is implementation. Step 4 is evaluation. So after having read the TA processes, the TA and coaching processes, elicit the key elements for these steps and then what principle is applied in this step. So you can be able to answer this based on your understanding and based on how you're able to grasp the information from the TA and coaching guidebook. Okay? So for lesson 2, we have the technical assistance needs assessment and planning. On this part, we're all ready to gain information from our subject coordinators, from our master teachers, from our teachers and department heads. What needs assessment? What TA, no, provision do they need, or coaching do they need? So which will form part of our needs assessment and planning. So in this lesson, you will determine the TA needs of your teachers, and in the cases of large schools, the departments within the schools. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe the process of identifying TA and coaching needs, engage your teachers in determining their TA and coaching needs, develop a plan for providing TA and coaching to your teachers. Okay, so the topic here is the TA needs assessment and of course the TA planning. What are the resources required? We still have the LDM TA and coaching guidebook and of course your thought organizers for Module 5A. For your activity 1, you still need to go back to your LDM TA and coaching guidebook and focus on the needs assessment part of the TA process and the grow model for coaching. For your activity 2, with your departments and or subject area coordinators, you have to list down the data that can help you determine the TA and coaching needs of your teachers in relation to the implementation of the most essential learning competencies using the LDMs adopted by your school. Think about the individual coaching needs of your teachers and their TA needs, okay, of the department or subject area groups. Use the thought organizers for module 5A for this, and this is how it looks like. So we have the target of coaching, okay, the teachers, the department chairs, the master teachers, what data should be gathered to understand the coaching needs of teachers, how to gather the data, where to get the data. And then here, the actions needed to fully understand the coaching needs of the teachers, the department chairs, and the master teachers. Okay, so you have to fill out this form for you to really identify their TA and coaching needs. And then we go to the activity 3. After your school team has gathered the data needed as identified in this part of this lesson, you have to discuss and analyze with your school team the data gathered. Sort out the requirements based on what are needed at the organizational level. Obtain the template for General TA Plan, Coaching Plan labeled as Annex A of the LDM TA and Coaching Guidebook, and discuss with your school team the template and its elements. Accomplish the template with the team and submit the accomplished template to your LAC leader. So before I congratulate you for having completed the Module 5A and proceed to Module 6A, you need to understand what the general TA and coaching plan looks like. So this is the Annex 1, which is indicated in your guidebook. We have the parts. First is the general TA and coaching plan, commitment contract for technical assistance. So meron tong overview, like the target recipient of TA or the coachee. Sino yung mga yon? So if it is the teachers in your school, you can provide your teachers in your school here. The data covered for your technical assistance implementation, and then the TA provider or the coach. Then we go to the plan basis. First, you describe your situation using these guide questions. So checking the R thought questions, what is the result of the decision 3, relearning modality to use in the school? Okay, so you answer this and then you get to describe the situation. What is the result of the readiness assessment of the school? What enablers do they have to carry out the selected modality? And what challenges and gaps should the school address to be able to implement or carry out the selected modality? So basically, you're going to provide the description of the situation by just going back to your decision tree, to your readiness assessment tool, and your LDM implementation plan. Okay? So yung mga katulad ng checklist for the teachers, parents, and learners, and the interventions you have provided, you can include it here in the description of your situation. Then under the summary of identified needs, we have two aspects like the non-learning and the learning needs. Okay, to help with analysis, categorize the requirements of the school in terms of these two aspects. So under non-learning, you can include management in terms of school policies, clear expectations, roles, monitoring processes, and etc. Motivation, including incentive factors. Resources, including finance and technology. Communication, including feedback and advocacy. And then environmental support, which includes higher office, the assistance of the LGU, the response from the parents and the community. On the part of the learning needs, what are the capability of players? So have you assessed the capacity of the teachers, the non-teaching personnel, and the school administration in terms of really providing the quality learning needs of our students or learners at this point, okay? And then we have the overall objectives of TA. What are the things that you can do to help? Look at the learning and non-learning. Which ones would they need help? So on those different aspects, where do you think you can provide technical assistance and coaching for our teachers. Okay, so this is a detailed technical assistance plan. This is a sample, okay, which is applicable to both organization or individual. In a sample given, the prioritized needs of the clients is the aspect communicate to parents their roles in homeschooling. So what is the technical assistance objectives? Facilitate the development of a communication strategy for parents. So given the situation that our teachers need to be provided technical assistance and coaching for them to communicate to parents the roles in homeschooling, this is your TA objective. Facilitate the development of a communication strategy for parents. So what are the activities? Coach the school head on skill or the teachers on skill re-communication planning, facilitate the workshop where school community can draft the process, something like that. And then what is the expected result? Of course, if you provide orientation workshop in communication planning, then your expected result would be gained skills on communications planning to guide staff to draft on communication planning. Then what is the time frame? If it is August 1 or first week to second week or before the school opening begins, yeah. Then who are the persons responsible? What materials will be needed and what is the budget requirement? So these are things that you need to plan and provide information about in this module. So as you can see, this is the template. Okay, prioritize needs of the client, TA objectives, strategies and activities, expected results, time frame, persons responsible, materials, and budgetary requirements. So same with what is provided with you on the top, like this one. This is a sample and you can provide your own based on the aspects that you want to concentrate with. Okay, and so with the final agreement, this agreement is made by and between the following parties, okay, who are responsible, who are the signatories. So that's it for your module 5. Thank you very much, and I hope you're able to understand this module by this walkthrough. Okay. God bless you.